Let's say is, hey, Ash, boom, block. That's it.
Yeah, we're kind of a little bit on high alert lately.
Oh, obviously. Holy shit. I said what I said, and
I'm sorry, Wheat Kings. I wanted to go and defend you, but I don't need another algorithm believing doses that I harm children.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
She got owned tonight, same as Beaver. We already owned them. It was game over. Is that what I had to say?
I'm good. It's just obvious they were trying to recruit like a whole other algorithm that's on edge already, and that's making just putting more people in danger. So
well, they're doing it to harm people.
Exactly, that's the ultimate goal. And their rank and file has some have dropped off, and they're probably even confused who's still with them. So they're just looking to recruit.
Yeah, I know Doses would have spun it like, Ash harms children. She harmed 200 kids when there's a felon. That's what she would have said.
Well, I made an offer, and I said, Doses, you come on camera, I'll leave the app.
I put that in the chat. I'll do it too. I'll leave fucking TikTok.
Do it, because you're
Could have been
lying.
3 birds, 1 stone.
Right?
I would.
Has anybody even ever seen her on camera?
No.
Has she ever gone on camera? No.
Never. And I said, why?
For AI?
Because
Just
she's that person that likes to sit and be that little mole in every live, twisting and stepping back and laughing at it. That's not funny. Kenny does that too. So
It's fucking hurtful. Kenny made videos of me yesterday dancing on my face and stuff. And then he's in that chat like, they threatened me.
No.
What?
I invited him in here and said, Kenny, you're welcome to come to my live and voice yourself. Well, is that a threat? How is that a threat?
It's funny. It's funny because the shower video was actually funny.
It was hilarious.
Like if you go,
Oh yeah, Kenny, look at me, I'm sexy too. Yeah, fuck you.
if every
He reacted to it in a very, how dare he do that? And then it was, well, yeah, it was kind of funny. Blah blah blah. So are you an emotional basket case that goes like this? Whatever benefits you, Kenny, like just stop.
Well, I guess he had gotten off the train that
exactly. There we go. He did love it. I
Yeah.
remember him laughing about it. Now it's a threat. Like
Yeah, now it's a threat.
So-
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Another ticket
So,
to the fucking
so
show.
yesterday he finally was like, realized that I didn't do that to his job. And then, because I didn't. And then Danielle was live and she was like, you would think with Samantha and Ashley's indiscretions, she listed them, but I don't want to. And, they wouldn't have done that to you. So now Kenny's all of a sudden making videos about me getting back on that train that I've done this thing to him that I haven't done.
So here's the funny thing, Ash, that people don't
it's very
know.
easy to manipulate, obviously.
So when Danielle has me blocked, she's on the FYP and comes into the box. I can screen record the whole thing, but not the chat. So when Kenny's in a box, I can hear it. I can record the whole thing. If I've got you blocked, I don't see anything. I don't see your live ever. JP Morgan, when she blocked me, I saw it recently. Different, the same algorithm. They just started popping up. Why? I don't know. That's why I told Brad Guy, you got me blocked, and I still see you on the FYP. Well, how is it you say? I don't know. That's how I'm able to screen record you and post it. I don't fucking understand how it works. I'm trying to figure out
you got a
TikTok too.
question.
Right?
He's another fucking loose cannon, that one.
I don't know. He's trying, but
V, you got a question in the comments.
Yesterday,
there she is.
Thanks, Venom.
Yesterday
Billy
I
was
went-
having a seizure.
Oh, that's what I thought. I wanted Laura G to come up here verbally instead of in text. I don't know if you're private or whatever, but I wanted to tell you straight out. Okay, I want you to understand something, Laura. Listen carefully. The video, the very first message thing I've ever done with Mistaken, I've never done a comment video ever. When I did that the first time, what I want you to do, you really need to listen to this.
I know.
Before you say or type anything into the chat, learn what people are doing first and try to pick up on the pattern of us helping somebody understand. Instead, you're in the comment looking stupid, saying something you shouldn't be saying. All we want you to do is wake up and understand what is the prerogative behind it. Learn from it.
You look like you were stirring shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it looks like you're stirring shit because you
And
don't.
considering you've come for me before, and I gave you another chance. Like, I don't even know where that came from. So sorry, I was out.
So basically, in the beginning, I helped you out in Telegram. Then you went to all those people and talked shit about me. Then you came back to me because they outed you. You're another Kenny. All over the place. And I'm telling
And it's
you
just
not to
something
do
you
it.
don't really want to be involved with. So I don't know why you would make yourself involved. Trust
Oh,
me,
I'm
I don't
saying
want to be
you don't want
involved. I'm sure most of the people sitting
I
there would say they don't. Right?
I wish I could sleep.
Right?
Right.
I don't sleep anymore. I'm just waiting. I'm just
Look at me.
waiting.
Do I look like I sleep? I'm doing research for
I'm a
everybody.
little wonky because you're not sleeping.
Sometimes I feel like Miles. I'm doing research for everybody.
No, I don't sleep anymore. I'm just waiting for my address to get doxxed.
Oh, I'm too busy baking muffins and shit.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't sleep anymore. And it's brutal and it's fucked up. And honestly, Laura, you don't want any part of that. Oh, are you doing the who me where you're giving someone the floor with the big box?
No, I never even thought of that. I just wanted to get through to somebody about why you want to be the fly on the wall and learn first before you start commenting in people's things and really fucking up and not knowing what you're talking about. I don't want to be like everybody else jumping on her when she doesn't even know, and I know she doesn't know yet.
I wasn't starting drama.
But it looked like it.
I wasn't. I was asking a freaking question.
But when you were
Yeah,
asking,
but you did it on a random lot. You could have asked us or DM'd us. Like, it looked like you were
Yes.
starting shit. 100%.
so when
I
we
was
did that,
not.
okay, well, understand from our perspective when we know what's going on because we're all connected and we all see it. The thing you have to understand is when we're trying to get through to someone that everybody is using their platform, we're trying to get through to his head, what's going on.
Okay.
But then you say in the comments before asking in the DM, hey, what's going on here? It's better to do it in the DM than the comment because it makes you look like you really have no idea, but that you're trying to search it. It looks like you're acting like somebody else, Kenny.
I am not Kenny.
No, I know. I'm not saying you are. I'm saying it looks like you're starting that because you don't
I
understand.
am not.
So do you understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I do, but I'm not starting shit.
Okay, so we're not saying that you are. Just saying it
I
looks
know,
like.
but I've seen you
Yes, you
multiple
are.
times
You just
leaving
did.
comments in the
I
chat
look
starting.
stupid, and I'm like trying to start drama.
No, I've seen
Yeah,
you leave
it
comments
looks like.
starting up stories that they're not even talking about in the live just to stir up the pot. I've seen that, Laura.
That's all we're
Stuff that
saying.
doesn't
don't
involve.
hang
We're
out
just
with
trying to
those
protect
people.
you in this.
And no,
Yeah,
It's
none of us want to be involved.
identifying behaviors like I saw, for example, Venom Miss Stephanie sit, right? Conversation was good, and then go hop in JP's live and say, "Oh, I've got 10 minutes, but it's a priority to say something that you were just in, and you can't do Venom." Like, why? Why do that? That's what's causing problems in this. If you
Yeah.
don't like it,
I
fucking
don't
block
even
them.
understand what the hell you're talking about. You're
That's
going
what
so
we're trying
damn
to
This
fast.
has
Warn
nothing
you.
to do with you, Laura. Giving an example of shit that's that other people see on the app. I have no idea why you guys had any problems. So if they're trying to identify something, then they're answering your question right now. That's between you and them.
yes.
Well, I tried to ask them, but they fucking blocked me.
Well, it was a little while ago. I mean, we only did it like yesterday.
I was listening to your sermons or your little God stuff and all of that, and I was giving it a chance. I
So
was
you're
putting
giving
my
it a
religious
chance.
trauma in the
So do you-
background, and I
Not
was giving it a
religious, but-
chance.
But do you understand it?
I don't.
Yes, I'm starting to understand it.
So if you have any questions, you can DM. But my question to you is, and I've seen this before, there's several videos. I think there's 7 or 8 that I've seen so far. The same question, same comment was in all those videos. Who put Fancy's name on the cross? Nobody cares anymore.
Yeah, nobody
Moving on.
cares anymore.
We're leaving it alone. That was moved on. But it was only you that made those comments.
Everybody should care.
Oh, they do care, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying
Go on,
over
Ruthal.
time, we're trying to move on so it doesn't keep going and get bigger and bigger, is what I'm saying. We do care, but somebody else is
Hell,
making-
have you noticed I stopped? Apparently not.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not everywhere you are. I don't. All
Oh,
I'm
I
saying-
think you are. I
Everybody
think you
for
stalk me.
showing up
my
and having
best
my
advice
back.
to you, Laura, is be a fly on the wall and watch the pattern.
W.
Watch
Shay.
what's going on. That's all.
I'm pissed, mistaken. I have the right to be fucking pissed.
For
I
what?
was talking to Shay, but that's cool.
What are you pissed for?
I'm sorry,
I
I
already had to
interrupted.
block. Anyways. I unblocked you because I thought you had good intentions coming around Venom again, but
I do.
I don't like some of the comments you leave places that stirs more pot. And
I do not.
in
Don't make-
soup
my
you're not even
suggestion
mixed
to you,
with. Like,
If it's
and
not
you know what?
something
You know what?
about,
No, I need to say this too. You talk a lot about your mental health and stuff, so I'm trying to save you from being involved in all this. To be honest,
yes.
you don't want to be, Laura. So keep
I'm
making
not
comments all
involved
over,
in it.
and you'll end up where all of us are. And this is criminal behavior. You don't want it.
No.
Because if you're going to do it in our lives, you're going to go into the other lives and do it too. Did you see what Mistaken did? Did you see what Venom did? Like, we've been doing this so long. We don't want people like that in our lives. Sorry.
We totally changed our whole pattern, and we don't want to do it. We want to make fun of each other. And
This has been years for us.
We just want to laugh at each other.
Yeah.
I want
Yeah,
a lot
nice.
of
And
evil bread,
laugh
to be
together.
honest. I see it on Facebook. It is though. It comes from a good place, Laura. You do not want this shit show.
I don't want this. Why can't I hang out with people? I don't fucking
you
do
can.
shit.
So here's what you got to understand, Laura. 3 years. Okay, it's not just me. There's two paths. Mistaken took a lot of shit from people that I've never heard of. I've taken a lot of shit from a lot of people that you've never heard of. Ash took a lot of shit. Gina took a lot of shit, and Shay definitely took a lot of shit, and so did this guy. What you don't know is all those people come down on you in one live, you wouldn't be able to handle it.
They already have.
We got walls
They
up
already
here because
have.
we know the pattern. So all we're trying to get to you is stay out of it for your own mental health.
They already have come after me.
Well, we can't, like, okay, let's just say we want to hang out live. If we're as a collective here, just say the people are going into like other lives and making it like inflammatory things or something, then it's going to bring them back always to, and then we're stuck in the same cycle. So
Well, I don't
That's what you're
understand.
saying. No,
You go into
Laura-
all these lives, all these doses
Laura,
lives and everything
Laura,
like that,
you asked
and
me-
you're a fucking king. But when I do it, I'm a bitch. Explain
Laura,
that to me.
Laura, you messaged me earlier, and I hadn't got a chance to ask why. Like, I didn't even know it happened. So I didn't block you. So
Read what Tartar just said. That's perfect.
but I know why your feathers are up right now, and you have the right to be like, it's upsetting. So
It is it's
No, no,
tough
those-
road.
Ooh, there's been enough going on that
for some people, this is their, like, this was never, I didn't get on here because I wanted to be fighting with other adults. It was supposed to be a window to the world where, you know, living secluded. So I understand you're probably secluded, Laura G. So you know, it is about, it would be perfect world if it was about, you know, having fun and, you know, not insulting other people and just like hanging out. But they're far and few between on here.
Well, I'm even supporting Ash because what they're doing to her is bullshit.
She has. But I also don't want you to get caught up in supporting me and get fucking caught in this shit because you don't want it.
I was already caught up in their shit.
It's just it's
So
a tough road. And when they start looking into you and everything about you and contacting your family and threatening your safety and
Yeah.
all this kind of shit, you don't want that
You don't
part.
think they haven't already done that? They
I
have.
hope they haven't.
Yes, they have.
so if they've contacted anything in regards to your circle, Laura, that means that you introduced yourself to it.
I was friends with them just like everybody else was. And then they started being shitty. And then I was trying to figure out what the hell was going on. And then all of a sudden, bam, everything went out of control.
So then my
And they
suggestion
pictured
to
me this
you.
bitch of a person that I am not.
So then my suggestion to you, being in the position you are in,
If you don't follow their narrative, you're then the enemy.
yeah,
That's how it works with them.
and don't comment on the videos. That's my suggestion. You leave a trail.
And
I'm
and
well-
I gave you a
I'm
good
well aware of the
comment.
shit
It's
that I
Samantha's
say.
life.
Well, yeah, definitely not in her life ever. How do I best say this? When I was in that live, and I brought up doses, and I brought up the comment, and she was going on about how many DMs I'm in. I sarcastically said, "Yeah, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds." You know, it's funny. You're the only one to show the comment, but yet, what did you do? You gaslit where it was sarcasm. Oh, now it was sarcasm. No, it was always sarcasm, and I never ran when you brought it up. But the whole live figured it out. Oh, it does sound like sarcasm. Because it is. All you wanted to do is
If
gaslight.
I'm being honest, the only thing in my DMs that Venom has done is shared videos.
Yep.
We had like the situation on Facebook, which had nothing to do with TikTok.
That was funny. That was funny.
But like
like,
on TikTok,
There's no way this is Ash. You look familiar.
he sends me videos. That's about it, and they're mostly about God.
Well,
to be
yeah,
honest.
he sent me videos too, and I send him videos.
Not just about
So now
God.
I'm a
about funny
fucking
stuff.
bitch.
He never
And the only
forget.
reason why I blocked you is because I've seen you in other lives that I didn't want yet. And I wanted you to recognize that I blocked you. Because at the right moment, during that live, when I saw you come in there, you're like, why did you block me? Now it's time to unblock and introduce to you what you're not seeing. These guys see it. They all
Can I
see it.
attack Venom now? Honestly, I'm a little disappointed in you that you didn't reach out to Laura and give her an explanation.
Exactly. Thank
I wasn't
you.
ready for that. I wasn't ready for that yet.
Okay. Well,
Hey, sometimes.
Here's your friend, and I'm scolding you for that because I think she would have deserved that.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so-
Yes.
And I had plans on doing
Because
that
I'm
because
sorry that I have an ADHD mind that doesn't click right away.
actually, you don't have an ADHD mind because it doesn't exist. It's programming.
Bullshit. Yes, it does.
Do you really want me to
So
school
I
you on
don't
that?
like that
Do
action,
deep dark
but
research
that's
on
what
that?
Hey, don't! I will block both of you right now.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
On the contrary, I don't feel like I needed to give her an explanation after the comment she left. So after what I've been through, so there's that.
anyway, we just did.
Well, I just asked you why you were hanging out with Bry Guy when you don't even like Bry Guy. And then you were saying that they were all attacking you.
No,
and
you
you're
tried to
sitting there
out
on
me
chat live.
to Venom about something that Venom already knew about. That's what you tried to do.
There's
Tried
way
to
more
cause
going
shit
on,
between
Laura,
me and
than you
Venom.
know. There's a lot more going on. I don't hate Brian, but I know that he doesn't see everything. And
Brian-
can't
I don't know.
do
I
that.
just said I'm disappointed.
And I was trying to help you with that.
Don't. They know more than you do about all of this.
Brian is
That's
just a vessel, like Samantha was. That's
Yeah,
all.
he's Samantha a few months ago is what I said today.
So is this squashed or
I'm
what?
very disappointed in you. Very,
And
very
you're allowed to be.
disappointed.
Is it squashed though?
Who, me?
Sigh.
Just put in who,
You
me?
know, this has nothing to do with you.
With
So
who?
please be quiet.
Well, I'm blocking you, Laura. I'm just kidding.
I didn't even say anything. I
I know.
just sighed. Like, I'm listening. Jeez.
TTS is all of a sudden starting to grow on me. I told him he's like a wart, and eventually I'll just sus him off.
Yeah, I didn't even agree
Well-
with comparing TTS to doses. There's no fucking comparison.
There is
They were
no
comparing
comparison.
TTS to their guy Shrek.
TTS is not off app. I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly. He's never been off app doing anything. It's always been in the DM. Simple things that I
No,
saw.
you're not. No,
Him
he's
and I back
not
in the
taking
DM
it to
were very-
criminal harassment levels,
Yep.
Venom. He's not doxing people. He's,
No, he's
not,
not.
stalking them. He's not going to their work.
But
There's a big
nobody
difference.
still, nobody knows who TTS is.
He doesn't threaten anybody either.
No, he hasn't.
Never.
Just puts
He's
up
been
the comedy of people. That's it. That's all I've ever seen.
Do you know how many people have been actually doxxed in it? Like, just out of them suspecting that they could be TTS? They doxed a whole ton of those women on the left thinking that they were all TTS. Trying to justify it for what? What is even done other than, like, make posts or whatever, or, like, some satire stuff, or share some of the lives and do a cat cut? You think that deserves that people dox? It's so fucked.
Yeah, when people on the left. So when I got, obviously I was anti-Trudeau. It was clear that I was stood kind of on the right side. And when you have people putting your name and allowing your name in comments and a threat on one of their videos, and the left is reaching out to you to let you know.
Yeah, they're the ones with the moral fiber. Honestly, like, I don't understand. Like, you may have different points of view or whatever. They have their strong opinions on things, but they're words. They're words. It's a difference in opinion. It doesn't mean that people's lives need to be, like, ripped upside down because,
That's right.
Someone doesn't like what you said. What happened to freedom? Oh, freedom. Freedom of speech, freedom of everything. And this is how they're treating people?
It's a respect thing. You have people coming on the app screaming in a video saying that they're going to dox everybody. How do you still respect that person? I don't.
How the fuck do you
believe that for
dox
anybody,
somebody if
so.
you don't know their real name? And they go by screen names. How the hell do you do that?
I've only ever put my first name on this app, Laura. I only have my first name on my social media. They'll find you.
I only had mistaken zygote, and they found me and everything.
That's where
about
it's
me.
coming from in the house.
They brought my information to the house.
Because they were accusing me of doxing, and I don't even know what the fuck
They
doxing
get to one of your
is.
friends, so it's coming from in the house.
They try
I don't
to
know how to
infiltrate
dox
your world,
people.
your circle. Get
How
your
the hell am I
identity.
going to look somebody's name up if they're Venom? How the fuck am I going to look that up? They're going to
You
come
wanna
up with
know how,
a
Laura?
movie.
You want to know what, Laura? I didn't know Venom's name either, but Julie Page told me it.
Bingo.
I know his name. We verified it in DMs that I know his actual name.
My real name is not
everybody.
my
Well,
real
I know
name is
that
not
she told me his
Bush.
name, but only his first name.
No, I know his
I can-
full name. And you cannot, Venom, have I ever posted your name or said
No.
your full name? Ever?
No, you just DM'd it to me.
I
so
respect
could
people, and I
verify.
call them by
Make
their
sure
screen
that's what
names.
you did.
Well, that's why we call Shay Shay.
Laura, can I explain something to you? So Venom has given me all his information to contact him offline, right? Which I have not, because this app has bred such a distrust in people. So even if you are friendly with somebody and stuff,
And I don't just trust anybody with my information or who I am or anything, but Shelly, of all people, will vouch for, because I know Ash probably tried to look for that name on Facebook and won't find it. But she'll look and see
I definitely did. I
Spider-Man
absolutely
character,
did.
which that account with that name got hacked into one Saturday morning while my messenger was going, contacting Shelly asking for money, and I hadn't even touched my fucking phone yet. Picked it up, opened it
Oh
up.
yeah, I
said-
remember you saying that.
It was
That wasn't
typing,
me.
and I
I
hadn't
did
even
search
touched
your
the
name,
screen.
though. That was
So
about
I
where I
don't know,
ended
that's
it,
not me.
though.
Messenger disappeared. Facebook disappeared. I got hacked. But started a new one just so I can get in contact. So when I did that, I went and looked for that name, and there, as I see, is a Spider-Man character, and I'm like, oh, is this what J.P. Morgan meant by somehow I found your fucking parents? What?
That is wrong.
That's the fucking psycho shit going on that side. I'm done.
Yeah.
That's why I left her and did my own investigation. And then I find out that you were not anything that she said. And I'm going, oh my God, she's the psycho, not Venom.
Well,
Yeah, the
as I said,
stories that were made up, I'm like, all these things that he's done, I'm like, I have not seen footage of any of it. And what's interesting is on this algorithm, everything gets recorded. You know if somebody is fucking farted online. Like, it don't matter. So
know,
when they
and what I
say
don't
all this happened, like, show the proof then. Someone's recorded it. If he did something that awful, it would be recorded.
somebody would have, yeah.
They're lying. They're total liars.
That's like with what Danielle, I can't remember what she even said Venom did, but she said Venom did something. And I've never seen a fucking receipt. I've seen receipts for fuck. William Wallace, they don't want to say that. And I've seen receipts for him. I've never seen a receipt for what she claimed Venom did, ever.
And I enjoyed having your lives and talking about other things, you know, not the drama and stuff. It was nice. It was nice talking about other things, about what you were doing.
But then you go over and you sit with Blitz Tarot, Laura G. So no, thank you.
I don't sit with her.
So if she's live,
Sure gets defensive.
if she comes up on my FYP when I never watch her, and I see you in a box, then what? Then what do we do?
That was probably Wild Man's thing. I can't control that.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying
sat
that.
there a few times and listened in, and sometimes I think, like for me, sometimes I want to get a little closer and hear what they're talking about. That person actually came into my DMs and tried to some kind of like I don't know.
I blocked her because she's following Nick Smith.
Sorry,
I
Laura.
deleted one of her videos once. I didn't even know who she was. It showed up in my FYP. Holy fuck.
Right?
Let's put it this way,
Imagine
Laura.
that was your number one stalker, Ash.
Committed high treason.
But I learned a lot from that experience, just having that interaction with that person.
So let's put it this way, Laura. T-Dog, just the other night, in, I think it was Dave's Live, wanted me up on the thing there. He came up in the box and looked me right in the eye, right on the camera, and said, I want to apologize because I want you to know that it was somebody else who told me supposedly what you were doing to women and the DMs and that, and it was me who tried to rally up all these truckers to beat my ass when they found out it was a lie. Now, these two women that went into the DMs after Wildman Dave's Live, and the Irish boy and somebody else, Mr. Slep, had said that I did this and that, found out it was falsified information. You realize somebody would have died for bullshit information that's pushed by that side?
Yeah, that
You
actually
understand the bloodshed that would have happened with the blood on my hands when I'm fucking reacting to the lies being told by hearsay shit on an app?
That's what they did to Bacon. They did that to Bacon. They were telling that trucker guy that he had some lengthy criminal record of beating women. They lied and said they had the documents of him beating women and trying to say that he was running around and stalking and threatening this woman. They're all lies. All lies. I even seen that person's, they did a criminal record check. But as soon as
I never thought I'd have to block Jesus, but I did.
I saw the criminal record check. There was the person that had no such criminal record.
Zero criminal record.
They lied about him. They said he was going to court for beating a woman in Calgary. They even made a date for it. I'm pretty sure they falsified and made up a document, but it wasn't true.
No, it wasn't.
See, the Venom, I went to you and I apologized to you because I believed her lies too, and then I realized she was lying.
There were.
Does that not mean anything to you?
Let me put it this way, Laura. When I spoke to, and I don't mind saying her name, when I spoke to Constable Fox, she phoned me up and asked me all about JP. This is why I call it JP Morgan.
From Camrose?
Oh, yeah. I spoke to her.
We've talked to her. I've talked to her.
So,
Ash, your voice is like, woo!
because she knows her. So Constable Fox contacted me and said, do you know where she lives? And I said, no, I just know the city. And I was told what color the place is. So in Isaac's Live, I just said the color of the place. I've never actually been to that location, but I lived in Camrose when I first came out there in 2010. Do I know where it is? No. Do I give a shit? No. I'm not going to waste time, an hour and a half driving all the way down there just to show up at the front door with roses and chocolates. I got better shit to do than to deal with some fucking old hag that's almost 60 years old, can't change her depends on time before she gets to the bathroom. It's okay. And I said, but do me a favor after this phone call, watch that account for the next week because I got a feeling. And she watched the live all fucking week. Calls me up on a Thursday, which is the week later, and says, yeah, we'd like to apologize and say that you're not even on our radar. We see it.
So, I told Julie to shut her white mouth, and she said, come say it to my face. I said, all right, I will. And I said, sure. And she called the cops on me and said I threatened her. And it was a female cop. And when she called me, she's like, I'm going to tell all of you the same thing. And I was like, all of us? Like, that's a weird thing if there's two of us. She's like, grow the fuck up. I should not be having to deal with this bullshit with grown-ass women that are older than I am.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, yeah, well, I didn't do it, so what do you want me to do?
Well, she just kept going off her rocker and started saying this and then started saying that and this and that and the other, and it just didn't add up. And I'm like, girl, you're going to give yourself a freaking stroke. Goodbye.
Well, what got me is all of a sudden the Facebook was somebody's mother, and I shook my head going, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, I heard all about that.
And then I connected the dots. I think it was a week later, and I said to Shelly, I wonder if it's that account that got hacked and they're using that. Somebody's using that against them.
Or they made the account to do it to themselves, Venom. It's
Maybe.
not... I wouldn't put it past that shit at all. Like, after seeing everything, like, oh, this girl is stalking my kid's airplane and all this stuff. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, they falsified so much information about people.
encouraging me to pull Claire's Law on somebody. Like, I was like, no, I'm not doing that. But it's just watching this all play out, and now all the Jolly Venom misfits are together. It's fucking Danielle turned on me because of those people, and Danielle stabbed me in the back because of those people. Danielle's now stabbed Amanda in the back because of those people. And,
Interesting names.
What?
I said this before. I said that a long time ago. I said to certain people, sit back, don't do anything, and watch those circles implode. And I think the right people are going to wake up, step out of it, and they're going to be coming over here, and they're going to be wondering how we saw it all, and they're going to see it all. And he did.
Yeah, but then people make it out like I'm the problem. Like, I went into Braga yesterday, and I was trying to have a conversation with him, and Sassy was mediating it a little bit, and I was in the comments, and she was in a box, and she was like, no, that's not what she said. She said this, and was like doing a great job. Then all of a sudden, Trevor and Wake Up Lefties come in and started attacking me. And then Trevor went in a box, and he was like, I watch your live. They come in my FYP, and I can't stand the sound of your fucking voice, but I watch you. I was like, why don't you block me, you fucking
Like, so then
weird?
block me, you fucking psycho.
Like,
Yeah.
that's fucking weird.
Just as
Yeah,
weird
that's
as his
creepy.
girlfriend. Just as
So
weird as his
I
girlfriend.
blocked him. I was like, I blocked you, bud. You're good. And he was like, oh, thank you. Like, it doesn't work two directions. Like, and Bry Guy and I were like, I was trying to have a conversation with Bry Guy, and they came in and started coming at me and said, I'm making drama. And I was like, what? I'm trying to have a conversation here.
I tried to have a conversation with him too, and he had to bring up doses and bread and all of them up
Well,
there.
that's it.
And
Hold
I'm
on.
like, dude, I just wanted to talk to you one-on-one and ask
Hold
why
on.
you said that to me.
Laura, what I've tried to do with Brian Guy some time ago before he lost his shit on me was I wanted him to see it. I wanted to be the first one in his life, explain a couple things to him on what to pay attention to, and he would see it. But then doses came in, and it was game over. As long as she's louder, apparently she's more accurate. And look out, here she comes.
Yeah.
No,
Julie came into the comments and she's like, I'm a liar. And I was like, glad you admitted it.
When
right?
they get louder, it's
He
because
fucking lost it.
He's a rage baiter.
Literally,
Well-
no one was in Brian's live, so I was like, perfect, let's go, like, talk to him. Nobody's there, and then they fucking flocked in.
They
Yeah.
all come back now. They're all back in there full time. There is today.
That won't last.
They need to go find a hobby or touch some dirt or something.
But it's me, I'm the problem. I'm bringing the drama, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, apparently I am too.
But that's just their assumption. They can assume whatever they want and make up whatever they want. They're not even relevant. They're just adults on an app.
I got a quarter, and then, well, because Julie said in the live that I was describing her house. Like, that never fucking happened. Like, what?
It doesn't have those lies right in front of the house, so I mean, it's
Yeah, everybody's like seen it. Like when they first moved, I was under the impression that they moved to the city.
It's just
Yeah.
those things never happened. I never threatened you, Julie. You were being an asshole to Nikki and making fun of her because she didn't have teeth at that time. She had gotten them all pulled and was waiting for dentures. And she was making fun of her and calling her ugly and all this shit. And I was like, a filter don't make you fucking pretty, let me tell ya.
No, it doesn't.
Right?
I just wish you would have just handled it a little bit better. Seriously.
Ash, then that's when I got that message. Remember, I was like, Ash, oh my fucking God. Yeah, I'm flip-flop because I'll sit in a live with Ash and have a conversation with Ash.
Gina also has my phone number and it's on my Facebook.
Yeah.
We have conversations and I really don't give a fuck how Trevor and Julie feel about it, to be honest with you. But you might, but I don't.
I fucking backed away from that shit. And he was like family to me. I don't know. I just had to back out because like that kind of level of crazy. She like dragged him into it.
I've literally done none of the shit I've been accused of. None. 0%.
I believe you.
And then you see Bry Guy up there like shaking his dick at Samantha.
What?
And yeah, every time Samantha goes into a live, he shakes his dick at her and been like, you want to ride me? But it's offensive that we call him Officer Doofy? Like, give me a fucking break.
Well, yeah, why is he being inappropriate like that with her? That's just...
So, Brian is what... Okay.
I don't like that.
If you really think about it carefully, between Dead Night Legend and Bry Guy, those are the kinds of guys that when you work with, they smoke a lot of weed. And like my older brother, the rude, crude shit they do, they think it's funny, but it's not funny to everybody else.
Why?
Yeah, but he was so offended by Officer Doofy, and yet he's doing that and letting like everyone attack Samantha and stuff like that, make fun of Samantha and laughs at all of Doses' terrible jokes about Samantha. But we call him Officer Doofy, and we need a 911 emergency for his fucking feelings.
He used to make fun of himself.
So answer this question to me. Why are you trying to let Brian see the truth and stuff? Right now it's not going to get through to him. I'm sure people have tried years and it's never gone through him. So why are you guys doing it now? I mean, what's the big deal about it?
So Laura, out of 20 people, 2 people will get through to him in different ways, and it'll be that moment. I'm never going to get through to Brian. The way that I think is far beyond his. Ashley might say something that might trigger him. We Kings can say something. Gina can say something and get him on a roll of understanding some things. That's how things work. That's how God works.
My feelings of him being Officer Doofy stand.
But I mean, everybody has a way. I can't get through to him, but Shay can say something, Mistaken can say something, and really help him understand things differently than me.
I hope Mistaken does, because
He changes as
I
soon
blocked
as,
him.
depending on
And
whoever
why
comes
couldn't
to
you
that
come
room.
to me in a private video or something and explain to me all this situation, and then I would have shut my fucking mouth, I guess, apparently to you guys.
Well,
I
like
just
I
don't
said,
bother with it that much at this point in the game. I just block and move on.
Yep.
Yeah, I blocked him.
No, I'm talking about you blocking me. Like, why couldn't you just come to me?
I'm talking about you.
Not you, I'm talking to Venom.
The reason I blocked you because I wasn't ready to tell you just yet, and I was going to unblock to tell you because I can still DM you. But at the moment, what I saw, I had to. When you made the comment in that video, you weren't ready to know anything. And I knew because I was already talking to Mistaken, and I told her straight out, she helps me out with a lot of advice on a women's perspective. When I said, isn't that funny? Like, why is she making
Oh, isn't that sweet?
She's not seeing it. She's not seeing the picture of what you guys are doing with him, trying to help him understand things. So I had to block in order to wait for the right time to unblock and communicate with you, rather than you commenting all through the day when I don't have a chance to stop it and then say, hey, Laura, now I got your attention. I've unblocked you. Here's what you need to know. And I never had a chance to DM you yet. So then I saw you in
I'm
that
gonna
live,
take
and it's
offense.
perfect.
Venom has blocked and unblocked me about 8 times so far.
Not me.
No, don't feel special.
Yeah, I've been blocked before.
I'm like, oh, okay. That's what we're doing? All right.
I blocked Shay at the same time I blocked you.
I think
I
we've
saw
all
what
been
you
blocked
did
at
to
some
harass
point in
me.
It's
time.
like I'm just not ready to like fucking. How do I get this out to people? So then Mistaken
Yeah.
asks, "Why'd you block
I've
Shay?"
been
And I'm
blocked.
like,
Venom's
I-
blocked me.
Sometimes you have to see your own truths too, right? You
I
have to
just
see
have
your
my own like fucking.
Tartar.
There's too much going on, and the brain goes way too fast.
That's
and
just him, Shelly.
Jeez.
just-
I know. I've
I've
calmed
done
him down
Shelly a
about
few
you a few
times.
times, Shelly, too. Holy fuck, man.
I get a flood of shit in my head, and then I gotta figure it all out. When it's done,
No, wait. Stop right there. You get a ton of shit in your head, and then you hit that go live button, and then you release.
Here's the thing. One night Venom messages me and is like, we were talking and like I didn't fully agree with him, and it's like, oh, goodbye, brother. I'm like, bro, I'm just
block
telling
you.
you,
I
I
just stopped
disagree
talking
with
to
you.
you.
I disagree. I can disagree with you and still like you.
I know.
as a person.
Yeah.
I was just
Well,
like,
mistaken. I did say something nice about you. I was talking to Venom in one of his lives, and I said, "Well, where's Mistaken? I kind of miss having her around." And he's like, "I don't know what happened or anything, or maybe he didn't want to tell me," and that's fine. So I'm not rude to you at all.
I never
No,
said you
but
were.
see, here's the thing. When somebody tells me a secret, it stays there. Nobody knows the secret. I've got a lot of people's secrets, and it's not my business to put out there. No matter how much I hate you or I don't like you, it's not getting out there. I don't believe in
Well,
putting that
yeah,
out there.
and you directed in a different direction, and that's the other direction I went.
So when it came to you, I had to do it temporarily. It wasn't going to be permanent. Some people are permanent because they're fucking losers. But the way I do it is sometimes I need a break to think about, okay, this is what I saw Laura doing all this time. Now I got to block her for a minute because she's in this live. I got to get a hold of her a little bit later. Hopefully she doesn't notice, but everybody always notices. And then I can go back, get her in the DMs and say, okay, Laura, you got to pay attention to this in order to understand what's going on. Because what I read is where everybody is on a certain story timeline and what's going on. I've seen enough before I even knew Mistaken, before I knew Shay. They all came into a picture on another fucking algorithm, and both algorithms came together. Then I met Gina and a bunch of other people who heard shit about me all the time. Then they wanted to see for themselves, and I had no idea. This one here really wanted to get to know me on a personal level to see if all the bullshit was accurate. I never changed. I'm the same person.
Yeah.
There was so much confusion that I didn't even know what the hell was going on.
He
You
still
fell
won't
for
stalk
it.
me.
I
You
only
fell for
listen
it.
to like whatever I was told by like that person. Yeah.
And it was just one of these days, and I told that to Danny, I said, one of these days they're going to step back out of those pictures, and they're going to, once you step out of the spotlight, they're going to come and find you. They're going to see you in those lives. They're going to wonder what you're like.
Yeah.
And what I've always said is when you see that live and you see that name show up, how do those people react when you've had nothing to do with them?
Oh. Wallace got blocked from one of my lives by a mod, and then he turned and started attacking me, so I'm not really interested.
Oh, I haven't talked to him for a while, so.
Yeah.
I was more mad, and I had to do some forgiveness because I understand from his perspective, because I could have been there too. When you go into Brian's live and talk shit about my family when you shouldn't be saying anything, that set me off. But then I went into Brian's live anyway and straightened it all out. He didn't want to listen. That's hearsay. Good job reiterating the same shit. So then finally I had to figure out a way to get through to him that it's not cool, but I'm just as guilty of my sins doing dumb shit to other people. Not the same way. So all sin's the same. That doesn't make me a better person than him or him a better person than me.
Yeah.
I'm not better than anybody. Not even close. I just have a different way of seeing stuff that scares the shit out of me because I never used to think this way. I used to be that guy that I would make basically all the hardcore assholes on here, I could put them to shame. That's who I used to be. I didn't mind pulling you out of your car in traffic and busting your head through your fucking windshield because you sat at a green light. That's who I used to be. I don't like that.
Sick of seeing people get hurt. I'm
Over
sick of
these
seeing
last
people have
5
to deal
years,
with paranoia that they can't
yeah,
even form other
and
friendships
it's not
because they
fair
got
to people to be that way. And these last 5 years has been even my own mother. She's just like, but Luke, you used to be that guy that just you'd walk out the front door and beat the shit out of people coming up to the door. I don't want to be that, Mom. I don't want to be that guy anymore. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm almost 48 years old. Been to jail like once. Sat there and really thought about life. Like I could spend the next fucking 50 years in here and miss out on the greatest things.
Yeah.
And yet, what do we do on here? What are we seeing on here?
Well, I won't be on here very much longer. After March, I'll probably be off for a while because I don't know if I'll have a home or not.
You will. Have faith.
I did it when I slept in my car. You know what, Laura? Embrace it. You're in a car, out of the rain, out of the snow, out of the cold.
No, my family's selling my car underneath me, so I don't have a car anymore.
You can go anywhere with it. You're going to need it. Especially if you ever get work like reception or anything like that. You never know.
People suck. My family sucks, Laura. I don't talk to them, but everyone else seems to.
Yeah, I don't talk to my family either. Danielle,
When things settle down, I do find a place to live. A lot of my family I'm not going to talk to. A lot.
If
Isn't
people
that funny?
attack you, one of the mistakes made by people is they go quiet. Come onto the app. Tell somebody.
Yeah.
I went no contact with my family except for my cousin Danielle and my nephew's mom. She's not even my biological family, but her son is.
Well, it woke me up when my family said, well, we got you a disability lawyer. Okay, cool. Thanks. I appreciate that very much. And then now all of a sudden now they want to coax the lawyer to say something completely different than what I want, to tell her and stuff. So yeah.
God puts people in certain spots to help you. And all I heard so far, what you just said is, oh, it's great they want to do that, but what about this? Sometimes you got to be more appreciative of people actually caring than narrating what you think they should be doing.
I do, and I tell them that. But you have no idea what a narcissistic family does to people.
Oh, I think we all do. I
Yeah.
think we've all watched narcissists on this fucking app. I think we all know what a narcissist is.
I almost married one.
I watched one for my whole life.
And I dated one.
Yeah, my mom was one. My mom was also a predator.
I was with one for 9 fucking years. It was not the kind of relationship I thought it was, and that's what I had to tell Bar Guy about is, 9 years of being pushed around and thrown into walls and screamed at and finger in your face, and you sit there and take it. My older brother is the same way. He'll take it. He'll never raise his voice or his hand. And the same as me, and I tuck it, and watch my son put his hands over his ears because his mother screams. And you know what? That's not a good sign that dad just sits there and takes it. But do you know what he's learning? Not to scream back, not to raise your hand, not to strike. But it got
He's learning what not to do.
That's right.
How he doesn't.
Yeah, and women are taught to take it.
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
Not me.
No, they're not.
My family did. They
You
taught
don't
me
get
that I had
taught.
to take it.
You learn by if you learn that, you learn that. But I'm sorry, not all families are like that.
No. And what I did is I sat in that living room with her the one Saturday morning. I just got back from a pipeline job in Grand Prairie, between Grand Prairie and Grey Cache. It was the Husky Road, doing a permanent job.
I know where